Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, time to give you my full review, spoiler-free. Gameplay in the background is going to be various things within the game, trying my best not to spoil it for you. So without further ado, let's get into the full review. Now, at the time of recording this, I'm either going to call this the good, the bad, and I can't find anything ugly about it, or the good, the bad, and the beginning, because I really think this is just the beginning for Guerrilla Games in terms of them making open world single player games. Now, before we get into the review, I gotta give the disclaimer. I don't have much experience with single player open world games. I think the last game I played by myself that was open world-ish would be Red Dead Redemption. So if you start referencing other games that are similar to this in the comment section, I'm probably not going to know what you're talking about. If you know my experience, it's multiplayer. That's what I love. And it's been a very long time that I got this roped into a single player open world game. I literally have been glued. If you know me and my personality, I either have no interest in a game or I become completely obsessed. Hence Killzone Shadowfall, hence Destiny, Titanfall 2, and so forth. Even Division for that matter. So right off the bat, I'm completely glued, completely hooked. Absolutely love the game. Gonna give it a 10 out of a 10. Then again, I don't have anything to compare it to. So you guys let me know in the comment section, how does it compare to other open world single player games? Now, the footage you're seeing is just from a regular PS4. I just bought a PS4 Pro tonight, so I can't wait to see what it looks like on the PS4 Pro. But I'm not going to harp on the graphics. It's ridiculous. It's stunning. It's breathtaking from a visual perspective, from an audio perspective. I am an audiophile being a musician. The music is wonderful. The sounds, the change of weather, change of climates, audio cues where you can tell where things are coming from, how the enemies sound, how just the sounds of your arrows, everything is dead on. And I did find a little Killzone sound Easter egg in there. But to be frank, guys, I don't care what a game looks like if it's not fun to play from a mechanics perspective and also from a progression, quests, all sorts of things to do in the game. I'm not going to play it. This game nails it on all fronts. This is one of those games that when it launched and I started playing it Monday, I literally have not put it down, and I'm working my way slowly through it, okay? I have not completed the main quest. I'm almost near there, but before I finish it, I want to make sure I do every single side quest because the game is just that much fun. One of the reasons why I think I never got into single player games was because they were just so linear. You know, you just blow through the story, you're done, and then you're complaining that you don't have a game to play. You know, this being an open world game, and again, I don't have much experience with other open world games, it literally just feels like there's too much to do in this game, which is a good thing. It keeps my attention. I'm not burning through everything. You've got your main quest line, and you've got a zillion side things to do, a million side things to explore, things to find, things to get, and that, to me, I love it. Now, even though this is not like a looter shooter, which is absolutely my favorite, that's why I love Destiny so much, that's why I like The Division, or I did like The Division for the most part for the first 6 or 7 months. Even though it's not technically a looter shooter, you're scavenging for things. You're constantly looking for things. Before you're going to go on a new quest or a side quest or an errand or whatever, you're going to go look for materials. You're going to farm for things. You're going to go to a section where you need to find a certain piece that you want to go buy from a vendor and upgrade that thing. There's too much to do, and for someone like me that has the attention span of an angry mosquito, that's a very good thing. Now, when you first play the game, it seems a little cutscene heavy at first, but trust me, get past that, and there's plenty and plenty of combat. And the combat, frankly, that's my favorite part. Whether it's killing the robot enemies or you're killing actual people too, it's a lot of fun. And it's not just as simple as, okay, shoot a bunch of arrows and the thing actually goes down. No, they're all different types of enemies. They have different weak spots. You have so many different ways to take them down. You could kind of harpoon them and put them in place and go for a melee. You're using stealth, where you can sneak up behind them, hack one of them, make them your friend. You can use different types of arrows to, one type of arrow that I love is this like a tear blaster thing where it'll blow off the components of the enemy, which makes them weaker, and then I'll switch to like my flame arrows or different types of arrows to go for the crit spots to take them down faster. But just overall, the fighting is a lot of fun. From the whole shade stepping, I call it shade stepping from Destiny, where you're rolling out, to the sneaking up on things, to basically deciding when you run into an area and you start scanning things, is do I want to tackle these or do I want to get the heck out of here and go load up and figure out how? There is some tactical ways to combat these enemies that you sometimes have to think about before you approach an area. You can't just go in, arrows blazing. Sometimes you got to think about it. It's like, okay, you know what? If I go down this route, I could put a trap here, or I could put something here, and then I'll take this one out because I know the other three are going to come charging at me, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but to me, it's a lot of fun. I love the combat. I can only imagine if this game had a PvP element to it, it'd be really fun, or even a co-op. So, maybe I will call this video The Good, the Bad, and the Beginning, because I'm going to assume the success from this game, and I don't know sales numbers or anything, but looking at the response from this game, everyone seems to love it. So I hope we get more of these games, or more games from Guerrilla Games, that's redundant right there, that are similar to this, whether it's a sequel or whether it's other games that are open world single player. Now, another thing also that has kept me roped in is the story. The story is amazing, and don't worry, I'm not going to give you any spoilers. You do become very attached, but more importantly, the story makes you want to play more to figure out what the heck is going to happen. You become pretty attached to the main character, Aloy, and all the stuff she's gone through and what she's going to go through while you play the game, and you want to know more. It's your typical, I guess, open world, what I was familiar with Mass Effects, play a little bit of that, where when you encounter an NPC, you have different routes you can take in terms of asking them questions, learn more. It's not, a linear game where you just, you have a cutscene, you speak to someone. No, you could choose which questions you want to ask them to learn more, or you could just leave. I encourage you, ask every single question where it directs you to learn more. It really puts everything into place, and then it makes you want to play the game more because you want to find out what happens. It's literally like playing and watching and being inside a real life action movie. Now, if you're on the fence about buying this game, I say pick it up. Here's the reason why. Most of my audience, I'm going to assume, is here for Destiny, okay? We will have content droughts, like we kind of have now, but it's going to be ramping up soon. This is a perfect game when there are content droughts, okay? Even if I don't finish it when we get the new Destiny update, I'm still looking forward to playing it maybe during the summertime, finishing everything. I'm not burning through it. I like having this game sitting here so that when there's droughts and things to do within Destiny, hey, I'm going to go grind some more Horizon Zero Dawn, finish off some more quests. I'm not, I don't feel the urge to have to burn through everything because the game is just that much fun. And if you're interested also, I put up a video yesterday that it's a beginner's guide. So if you're interested in the mechanics, how the basics on how all the skills work, how the materials work, how the gameplay in terms of taking enemies down, hacking them, shooting them, all that stuff, that'll be annotated on screen as well as linked in the description. So in summary, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. In fact, I can't wait to finish this video so I can go back to playing some more. I mean, when I play this game, the hours just go by because you feel like you're in a movie. Like I said it before, you want to know what's going to happen next. Or when you get to the next part, you need to go get some items. You need to load up on ammunition. You need to buy things from vendors. You need to do things. Guys, I can't say enough about this game. They nailed it. And it gives me excitement for what holds in the future, not only for myself, because you know me, close-minded Sean, I learned from some other titles to now basically try everything that's going to come out. I may just like it, or I may not like it. This I definitely like. And it makes me excited for other games that are going to be similar maybe to this. Mass Effect's Andromeda is coming out. I definitely will be trying that game. But it also gives me excitement for Guerrilla Games. I gotta admit, I was pretty bummed out when I read somewhere that the Killzone franchise was put on hold, because to me, that's still one of my favorite multiplayer shooters. But what they did with this game, it makes me excited for what's going to come out next, and I haven't even finished this game yet. It also makes me think, man, what if they were to sell expansions or DLCs? Because the world is just enormous. It's beautiful. There's so much to do. What if when you finish it, 6 months down the road, they start coming out with expansions for it? I mean, I don't know any of the timeline or things that Guerrilla Games has for the pipeline or anything, but this would be, it's an amazing, beautiful world that makes you want to stay in there, and I could totally imagine this either becoming a franchise with sequels and other expansions and add-ons and things like that. And guys, it's wonderful. And I'm babbling because you want to know why? It's hashtag made it to the end, and Babble Mode has been engaged. Actually, Babble Mode's been engaged this whole time. You guys know I never script any videos. All off the head. So do me a favor, guys. Drop a like this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually on YouTube, and that is it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.